What's up? My name is Adrian. Everyone calls me AP. And you guys, this video right here, I'm so excited about it. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to jump into it. I basically want to talk about, the goals that we're going to set for 2024. But before we can even go into 2024, let's think about 2023. Like, I'm really big on reflection. And so in my previous video, I posted some questions that I saw someone post on their social media feed. And so I wanted to, of course, I'll put them up here on the screen, but I wanted to go through them. And then, as you're watching the video, or even when you're done with this video, I want you to reflect on these questions yourself and answer them. And then, hopefully my answers will inspire you and cause you to think about your reflection of 2023. Because y'all, it's like about to be done. Like, as soon as we blink, like Thanksgiving is next week, like for real. And then this whole time change, the devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. How we wake up and we only get like 5 hours of light and then it's dark. Like the math ain't mathing. But if you are new to my channel, yeah, I do vlogs and I love to encourage people. I do incorporate some budgeting here on my channel. I love it all. But yeah, basically in this one, I want you to make sure you hit subscribe though. Yeah, before we go any further, do that, yes. And then make sure you hit that bell so you'll be notified. Anytime I post a video, I try to post 2 videos a day because life is busy. I'm a single mom and I just don't have a lot of time to do a lot of stuff because I'm on like all the platforms. So if you're not following me on here, you can follow me on Instagram, you can follow me on Facebook. The handle is still the same, APinspire78. All right, so let's talk about these questions. The first one said, if you had to describe this year in 3 words, what would they be? Wow. So I came up with healing, hope, and acceptance. Yeah, those are my 3 words that will sum up 2023. Number 2, when did you feel inspired, alive, or excited this year? I went to Disney earlier this year and that really excited me. Like, I loved it. And it's interesting. I was just talking to one of my friends today and I was telling them that, when I met Mickey and Minnie at their little greeting area, I literally felt like my mom was in Mickey's costume, if that makes any sense. And the hug he gave me, or she gave me, I don't know what character was in there, what human was in there, but it felt like my mom was hugging me. It was the hug that I needed. So I left away emotional. If I think too hard about it even right now, it makes me emotional. So that made me happy. And also, with that question, I would say when more and more people started to interact with my content, I get tons, which is such a blessing, you guys. Tons of comments, tons of reshares. The interaction across all of the platforms is a lot, and I'm so grateful for that. So I do have to take time throughout my day to interact with my community because I feel like interaction is very important. And I'm very grateful for anyone who likes, comments, shares any of my of my content. But yeah, it's a lot. When I get bigger, I'm gonna have to hire somebody to do the commenting and everything because I won't be able to manage it all. And that's what we want, right? We want to be able to outsource stuff. But yeah, that excites me to be able to interact with my community. So if you comment here on this video, I'm going to reply. I appreciate you. Number 3, when did you feel at your lowest this year? I had 2 situations that really kind of took me out. One of my good friends, he had a situation with the law, and we're really, really close, good friends. Our birthdays are the same or whatever. And so when he told me about him having to, at the time, possibly go away for a long period of time, that just broke me. That really took me out for a while. And I really don't even think about it too much. I miss him immensely. And hopefully, you know, it gets to the point where he can write me and we can still interact, and that would be great. And then, you know, the 1-year anniversary of my mom's death, I had been dreading it literally since she passed, because I was like, okay, it's gonna come up in a year. And I was trying to prepare my mind for it, because I didn't know how I was gonna feel, you know, all that stuff. And it was just a lot, but I just tried to like think about, like they say, think about good times with my mom, because she's amazing. And I still feel her presence, so that really helps me. I can't like talk to her like I'm talking to you guys, but I know that she's around, and God has given me signs that she's okay, and that, you know, her spirit is still around. So that's a blessing. That helps out tremendously. Number 4, what lessons have you learned? To just continue to trust God with the process. And we don't know what that process is. We don't know what it looks like. We are literally walking in faith. And like Pastor Mike Todd talks about, crazy faith. I truly believe that where I am in this very moment is where I'm supposed to be. I'm not a moment behind, and I'm not a moment ahead, if that makes sense. All things are working together for my good. And so, you know, I trust that as the process, that, you know, even before I was in my mother's womb, God, he was handling stuff. And, you know, even with mishaps, or even when bad things happen in my life, you know, God has a way of, in that moment, yes, you are messed up and you're like, oh Lord, I don't want to go through this. This is very difficult for me. But even in those times, God, he will work it out for your good. And I just, you know, I love that about God. That even when we're in our moment of, you know, oh my God, like, why is this happening? God is just like, you know, let me give you a hug. Because it's going to work out. It's going to work out. You just got to trust the process. You got to trust me. And so, yeah, that would be my, well, I already knew it, but I'm just growing in my faith regarding that. What's your biggest accomplishment? My boys are good. Like, I am so super proud of them. They're amazing. They're not perfect by any means, woo, but you know, they are good boys, and I'm very grateful for them, and they're doing their thing. And yeah, that makes me smile just being around them. I'm just like, I'm a boy mom to heart, and I love them so much. I love, like, they probably don't like hanging with me as much as I love hanging with them. But I just think they're like so cool. They're like, they used to be little and little bitty people, and now they're like big, and I can like have a conversation with them, and we can go places. So I truly enjoy my time with my boys. Another accomplishment is my faith. My faith is, of course, we're all given a measure of faith. And all you need to do is have a mustard seed size faith in order to move mountains. And so I know for me personally, I don't have baby faith. I do have strong faith. And, you know, each day, each week, each month, I am exercising my faith. And that makes me smile. Because, you know, you get put in a situation, you know, I might have to make this into a 2-part video, because I don't want it to be extremely long, because my vlogs can be long. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. This part of the video will be reflecting on 2023, and then I'll do the second half in another video, because I got some things I want to discuss with you regarding that too. But like, my faith is like my prized possession, if that makes any sense. Like, if you're a follower of Christ and you've read the Bible, and you know, like Samson had, you know, the hair, and that was his strength. I feel like my faith is my strength, and it helps me along the way, especially when I don't understand different things, because everything is not meant for us to understand, or, you know, but by and by, it all works out for our good. And then sometimes you are able to like reflect back and be like, oh, I see, oh, I get it, I understand now. So when you're able to have those type of moments, that's even more of a blessing. And then another accomplishment that I would want to add is how my platforms are growing. And I have to thank you all. Because I mean, you guys rock, like, for real, for real. You guys rock, and I am so grateful because you watch the videos, you comment, you share. Like even in my community post, you rock. You like, I can see the likes, and I'm very appreciative that you appreciate, the content that I am putting out. I am constantly in prayer because I never want to put out something that, is Adrian. I want to encourage other people. I want people to smile. I want people to laugh. I want people to have that joy inside. I want people to choose peace. And because the world is a lot, it's a lot to be a human. And I feel like if I can put out something in the world that can just make someone smile or make their day better, then I am doing my job as a human here on this planet Earth. And so yes, the platforms are growing. I mentioned in the previous video that I'll be receiving my first payout from like my Facebook. And so that blows my mind in itself because, that particular day I woke up and I was kind of discouraged, y'all. I'm gonna just keep it 100. Hot, open, and transparent. Hot is, I say honest, open, and transparent, but it comes from Pastor Mike Todd, but he says humble, open, and transparent. But I woke up one day, I was kind of discouraged, and I was like, Lord, I'm putting out all these videos, and I'm not seeing any fruit from this. Like, I'm planting seeds, come on now. And I don't even know what made me go to Facebook to check the analytics and all that stuff, but this particular day I did. And they were like, yeah, we're trying to, give you money, but you haven't connected your payout way. I'm like, what? Like, how that happened in less than 24 hours? Like, for real, God? Like, that's what you're doing? Like, keep on doing it. But I'm like, wow. So, yeah, I connected my PayPal. And so by next week, I should be receiving my first payout. And that makes me smile and makes me want to create more. I have on my laptop that I want to create, things that God wants me to create, So that's what I'm going to continue to do going forth. I'm going to really rock it out hard as we end the year. I always take a break in January and I fast. I believe that I should give the first portion of my year to God, so he can bless the rest of the year. So, you will not see me in January, but I'll be back in February with more content, so look out for that. But yeah, I think that sums up this video. We reflected on 2023, and I know we've all had some moments in this year, but we've had some good moments too. And we're gonna also focus on those moments. We're not gonna let the bad moments overshadow the good moments, because God is God in all of it. And if you're watching this video, you're a survivor. You made it. And that should be something that you're happy about. That should be something that you rejoice about. I ain't about to preach. I could, but I'm not about to preach. But anyway, yeah. So if you haven't answered those questions, like I said, please take some time to answer those questions. Reflect back on your year and see how it went. I like to write down all the great things. I have a notebook, all the great things that happened to me throughout the year. And so you being a part of my life is one of those great things that I will be writing down. So thank you again. And like I said, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And if you haven't been inspired to click that like button yet, hey, do that right now. Share this video with somebody else that it may encourage them as well. And I will see you in part 2 of this video in just a moment.